Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where we're still trying to get more power online, and I had to solve a little water problem. But think, I think this solved it, because before these were going just straight up into these pipes, and as you can see, some water made it in, but not nearly enough. But this filled up, so I don't know if this is actually, gonna be better or not. I just have to hook it up and find out. So that's why I brought you back in, because I think I solved my problem, and I created myself a new one because I fell in the water. And now, let's go over here, and I can't see. See if I can't. Yeah, that looks okay. If this fills up, it will mean it worked. It's filling up. They're starting to fill up. Flow rate is 1, 0. I don't quite understand. Like it's trying to, but it's not. Let's see. Can I use the Mark 1 pumps? Mark 1 allows for 20 meters upwards. Okay, so it doesn't matter about the actual throughput. So let's do this. Okay, that should be good there. And then we come over here. Put this bad boy up right here. Yeah, and then this one into there. Alright. Power. You don't have any more lines able to be connected, do you? Which means I have to bring another line down here. Another line. Set you up to there. Pumping away. I'm out of rods, so I just have to connect this via like that. Oh, and it doesn't clip or anything, so that's good. But those are now working. Water is flowing, which means I think our power should be online. Yep, I see smoke. I see smoke coming out. Let's come over here. Hey, we're starting to produce at max, though. It looks like 758, 900 at max. It's kind of wibbly wobbling. Oof. No, Mark 4 belts don't play around. But this should be. You know what? Let's turn you on standby. Come on. Let's turn every one of these things on standby so they won't produce any power. Oh, you're full. Your water's full. That's what I was trying to do, was fill up everybody's water buckets. Wow. You know what? There's an easier way to do this instead of hopping around like that, and that's just to climb up on top. You're full. You're full. You're not. You're full. You're almost full. You're full. You're full. It's so weird. Some of them are full, but other ones aren't. Even though we should have the correct amount of water. Yeah, see, you're not. So, this one, so 4 of them, 4 or 5? 5 of these guys aren't running correctly. We'll have to wait a minute. but oh, I'm in a hole. Wow. Now let's upgrade this guy. Nope, buttons. To a mark. Can't. Oh my god. Iron rods. God dang it, I just want my things to start working. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. And now I can upgrade this. Go mark 2. And connect this to that guy. And that should now start receiving all of our power. Ooh, and it went straight up. We're now producing 1875 and our max is 1984. No! We're just shy. We're just shy of what we need. But now we're only using half. So I think we should be able to kick back on our industry up here. But that's good that we are producing an extra, what is it, 700 odd? Because we were producing 12 before, so it's only producing 6. Oh, right, machines are off. Right. That was me being dumb. So we will have a little bit more power yet, because this bucket is filled up now. So I should be able to turn a few of these guys back on. We should see ourselves actually should break, hopefully, 2,000. So this guy is ready to be turned back on. So is this guy. Wow. And ooh, okay. This guy is ready to be turned back on. Oh, yep, we've already broken 2,000. Are you ready to be turned on? You are. Oh, I fell, but you know that's okay because you know I did want to look at another one and see if the water was being produced. It is. So we are still maintaining on the water. And this one's ready to go as well. We're over our max consumption. Yay! And this will go up even more in a second. Oh no, I guess not. But 2250, that's good. That is good. That's what I wanted to see. That we're over our max consumption, which means we can definitely turn this factory right here back on. Unless it's disconnected, in which case I have to find out. Because I don't remember if I disconnected it. But let's go up there and see. So, good news, bad news. Bad news, wire's not connected. Yeah. It's connected to all of these machines over here, which is, you know, final assembly and concrete. It's, however, not connected to iron production. Actually, yeah, iron production. Oh no, it's just steel. It's just straight steel production. And then steel rendering. So, yeah. That's the bad news. A little bit more bad news is it requires 172. The good news is we're producing 2250 and we will just barely be under. We will just barely be under the amount of power. So we can actually hook this up and we can now see what 2156, 2250. We are so close. We are less than 100 under. And that's a scary thing. If all of our machines turn on, we'll just barely be under. But our machines are going again. Steel is flowing. It's making steel beams, which will then, yep, there we go. These steel beams are headed off, and they're becoming encased steel beams. Look at them go. So now we have production of these guys once more. Oh, I cannot tell you how happy I am to see this project completed. Finished? No, completed. So we've got more power. We've got this back online, which means we can start focusing on more things. Like the space elevator, or... I can't see it yet. Some more research. So let's take a look. Here we are. Tier 4s, just the hypertubes, gas masks, jetpacks. We can get jetpacks now, and the monorail train. Which I don't think any of these... jetpack. Jetpack allows me to get inventory slots, but we need fuel, and I don't have fuel. Yeah. Why? I cry every time. It's okay. It's okay. Gas masks are nice, and and it does give me inventory slots, and I think I have some stuff to make fabric. Let's see. Nope, that's wood. What about over here? I need mycelia. I do have some mycelia, and I think it was quartz that I needed. Let's fabric. No, biomass. I have biomass. Well, that's not biomass, but I do have biomass in here. Cool. Thought I'd have to craft it, but nope. We can create how many fabric? 44. We are just shy. What are we missing? I think we're just missing a little bit more biomass. Will that get us to? Yes, it will. We can get all 50 of our fabric we need for this next research. And it's going decently fast. So, our plans after we get these inventory slots is actually to try to move base. Not move base as in, move everything over, but to move our hub, like where we're standing right now. We want to move this guy from here up there. I have a spot picked out, and in one of my other worlds, I'm more set up than I am here, but I have enough resources to actually start building a base. So I went from this world to another world to kind of mark out where I wanted my base up here. Because I thought, maybe I want it, in this section or that section or da-da-da-da-da. But I found a spot right above this mountain, hi there, Moth, and I started designing the base. It's not completely designed, but it is there. It's started, at least. So, let's research. I need tier 5 gas masks. Oh, I need plastic, or rubber. Do I have rubber on me anywhere? I don't. I gotta go run down there. Great. Be right back. Alright, so, running over there is still a pain in the ass, but with zip lines it's a little bit easier. Boop. There we go. And boop. Gas masks. What you got to say, Ada?
Milestone reached. Gas masks and filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. Fixit Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
I will remember. Maybe. I don't know. I don't use the gas masks too often because 90% of the time I'm not in that stuff. Like, you see that stuff right there? The green little smoke? That's all poison gas that the gas mask will prevent you from taking damage from. But I don't need it. I don't need it. So I generally don't use it. What I really wanted it for, though, was those extra inventory slots. Yes. So now we've got everything except monorail technology. I think this is the next milestone that I want to go for. But it's gonna take a minute because computers and heavy modular frames. So I think that's a back burner project for now. But let's go ahead and come down here and take a look at the space elevator, because this is our actual next project, aside from the base. I think the base is like That's where we want to aim, and I think we're still creating resources for this. So I've completely forgotten what we need. We need modular engines and adaptive control units, which all require things and stuff. Oh no. Smart plating. I see you down there, smart plating. God dang it. Those even require heavy modular frames and supercomputers and automated wiring. So basically everything we've already shut off. Like, I think, ooh, excuse me, that's what. Go back up here. So this is making the modular framework, which I believe it's already done doing. Yeah, it's already done. Like, that's all full. That's there, and then that's the last of it. So we have all that we need, but I think this is our smart plating. Yeah, and we've only got 54 of it in here. And we need a lot more than that. And I don't think I made the adaptive wiring, did I? If I did, I shut it off. I may have actually. I think the adaptive wiring was where I'm making motors now, because I just got cables, wires, and motors. But let's see, adaptive control unit. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Automated wiring, right. Requires stators and cables. Yeah, that was down here. That was down here, because I remember, I think that guy is shut off. Yeah, that guy was making the cables for it, and then the rest of this stuff was making the stators, which are right here. Which means we now need to work on this again. How much is this producing? 10 per minute. 10 per minute, and this consumes how much? 10 per minute. But we're full on motors at the moment, which is good. Oh, this is an ugly beast. Ugly, ugly beast. Let's see. A UTO, not a TUO. It requires 1 to 20. I think it creates 2.5 per minute. Oh no. Let's take a look at you. Let's actually take a look at the recipe in here for this. 2.5 per minute and 50 per minute. So that's fine. This 50 I believe we are making. No, we're making 30. We're making 30! So we're not even making enough over here. What if we drop this down to 1 per minute? Would it... Excuse me, sir, let's not do this bull malarkey. At 40%. So... let's do this. It is 2.5 times 0.4 equals 1, yes. Does that mean we need 1 per minute? Yeah, we would need 1 per minute. Right. Duh. That's equal. That's equal. That was me being completely stupid. This is producing 10. And that... Is this ramped up at all? It's not ramped up. It's at max. Or it's at regular base speed, 5 per minute. Producing 10. If we needed this, if we needed this more, we would have to put another power cell in it, and I do have one. And I would just have to just tick that up to 11. But then I would, again, we are, I can't really do anything right now. I can't do too much because our power, again, we just solved our power problem and we're just barely on the cusp of it again. Oh, power is so fun, guys. But that's fine. Um, So what's our next little project we can do? You know what? Give me a minute. Let me think about what our next project's gonna be. The world is so peaceful from up here. Although, I swear, a few things are missing. And in fact, added. What's going on? Oh yeah, I'm not in my world. I'm not in my regular world anyways. This is my quote-unquote creative world. This is my first world where I'm already at endgame things with a lot more mods installed. So yeah, see, particle accelerators. It's not something we have in our regular game. And you can see, like, down here, this is where our base should be, and that's where our Caterium should be, and our coal, and our oil, and all that. This is where we normally have our stuff. But what I wanted to show you, and what I'm trying not to spoil too much, is what we're aiming for. Now, you can see this little lake up ahead. You know, this is that cliff that I'm talking about wanting to build on. And you can even see the sulfur down there, where, you know, we're pumping stuff out of that. But if I look up, this is essentially what I'm going for as my base, my main hub. This is what I want to create and where I want to create it. So I hopped over into my regular world, or regular not so much, but my first world, to kind of show you what it is that I want to do. Because it's hard to envision when you're just staring at an empty sky, but when you're looking at something like this, yeah, you kind of get the feeling of what I'm going for. Now, this is actually a 20 by, I think it's like 30 platform that's sitting on. I don't know the exact measurement off the top of my head. I know at least from that side to that side is 20, but it's from here to there that I'm forgetting. It used to be 20 until I added this little front section, which, you know, a little bit more cosmetics items would have been nice to have to make it look pretty. But, you know, because I kind of wanted like a fountain right in front. But the general theme that I'm going for with our base will be like a science center. That's kind of what I'm going for. So let's get on this bad boy. And when I mean I have more mods, I mean this is the Hoverpack Mark II, and it is a zoomy boy compared to the other Hoverpack. But you can see where I've been kind of like testing and building things to kind of make our little thing. Don't worry, these are all just like temporary things to transmit power so I can fly. But this is kind of the shell of the front of what I want to build. Now, you might be looking at this going, wait, that's not in the base game. This little like corner piece isn't in the base game. And you're right, it's not. In Foundations, yeah. I got a couple extra mods as well. You know, just extended flooring, you know, to kind of make this. If I were to take off all the mods that I have in this version, I'd be missing quite a few pieces. But just to show you, you know, over there is my mess of a base. And over here is where my base in the regular game is. And this is where I want our new base. And I'm falling. Because there's power. And so let me do this. There we go. This is where I want our regular base. Because from here, I want to be able to mine the whole world. And when I mean the whole world, I mean the whole world. If you look, this is the world I've explored in this version so far. And in the other version, I've explored you know, all down there, over here-ish, somewhere, over here, but that's as far as I've gone, because I don't have the means. Well, I want to also explore over there and get every single node. And I want to have multiple tiny bases that set up all over the world so that I can essentially conquer this whole world, from the desert to the forest hills where I'm at to the grasslands where this world started out. And I think you can even see the moth. Is that the moth? No. The moth starts out wherever you spawn, either in the forest hills or in the forest hills? In the forest or over in the grassy hills. He starts wherever you start in those two sections, and as you can see, the moth's not over here. So that's another way you know this is not our save. What do you... Sir, I was just telling them how you don't... Okay, apparently he follows you? Or either he follows you or there's two moths. One here and one over there. Could have sworn there was only one and it just was wherever you started. Either way, that doesn't matter. If you look, and I'm going to try to put up a map of the actual world, you'll see that the actual map shows this map, which is the website I've been using. It shows where all the resource nodes are. I want to tap into all of those and say, like, over here I want to have an iron processing plant. Over here I want to have a copper processing plant. Over here I want, you know, this, that, and the third. I want to have multiple little bases all over the world producing the base materials I need, and then have other factories producing the items that I need. You can see those things, but there's some trees actually there. That actually isn't what it looks like. There's supposed to be trees there. But yeah, so that's my grand plan, is to have my main base here and just go all around the world and try to pick up all the resources, ship them to other places, process them, then go to factories. Those factories will then produce everything, and then they all come back here. And from here, I also want the ability to turn on and off different factories. So, like, I want to be able to say, hey, I don't need to be producing stators right now, so turn it off. Or I need to be producing copper sheets, so turn that on. It's just, that's what I want to do with our new playthrough, or with the playthrough you've been watching, and not this playthrough where I have a spaghetti monster hiding right behind that stuff right there. It's kind of a mess. But that's essentially what I want to do with our world. I want to create our base here. And I think it's kind of pretty, you know? I think this is what we really want to be doing. And just to prove it, here we are back in our regular world, you know, with all of this mess going on. And as you can see, there's the hill, and there's no base. So yeah, and I'm pressing Z, and I don't have a minimap. But that's fine. That's a research thing I gotta get doing. But we're back in this world, just to show you that the two worlds are separate, and I don't have quite as many mods, you know, walls and foundations. As you can see, I've just got the base game stuff in here. So, yeah. But that's my aim. My aim is to be right up there, overlooking all of this, which, if you're thinking, wait, if you want to send all your stuff to other places, doesn't that mean all this is temporary? Yes. All of this. All this hard work, all of this 21 hours of work is all temporary. But enough about that. The next thing we're going to be doing is trying to explore. We are going to try to head up to this mountain and just clear it out. Because there are some baddies up there that we have to take care of before we can actually say that's our landscape. But I want to thank you all for watching this very stressful episode, and I will catch all of you in the next episode. Bye, y'all. Spaghetti monsters.